Hi everyone and welcome. So I'm doing a review and walkthrough today of this new deck called Seasons of the Witch Winter Tarot. It's by Lorriane Anderson and illustrated by Tijana Lukovic. I hope I said that correctly. It's produced by Rockpool Publishing. Thank you so much Rockpool for sending this my way. This deck will be released in October 2025. So at the time of recording this, you're getting a preview, and I hope you enjoy it. So it says, discover the wintry wisdom of Yule, Imbolc, and the season of rest and reflection in the first of a new tarot series. Yeah, so some of you might be familiar with the Seasons of the Witch Oracle series, which I believe is also by Lorriane Anderson. And it seems this is the first in a tarot series as well, so it's quite exciting. Now I love the blue wintry theme. You can probably just see the blue there on the front, and obviously the box as well, a lovely sturdy box that it comes in, and of course with the matching blue ribbon, which I just feel is always a lovely touch. The colour coordination in these decks. And even inside this wonderful wintry theme, and there's like trees there. And in the box as well. So it is really lovely, I think, the way it's been put together. I love this design on the front. So as you can see, it comes with quite a substantial guidebook. It's colour, which is always nice. So there's the contents page. Foreword by Lorriane. So it says, from the very first moment Lorriane and I began working together on the Seasons of the Witch Oracle series, we knew we were channeling something beyond ourselves, a force that wove ancient wisdom and magic, something that resonated deep in the marrow of those who felt called to it. Ah, right, no, it's by Juliet Diaz, sorry, the foreword. So then there's an introduction. As you can see already, the illustrations are wonderful with the winter theme. So that's by Lorriane. And then here we've got the spirit of winter. And like some keywords, I guess things that we do during winter. Inner work, nourishment, reflection, for example. Hibernation is something I'm thinking. Seasons as archetypes. Beautiful image there, as you can see. How to use the cards. So it's always nice for people who haven't used tarot decks before. So cleansing your cards, your deck, dedicating your deck. Get to know your deck spread. So here there's a 10 card spread, and it shows you the meaning of each card. Using the cards beyond winter. Sorry. Yeah, because although it's nice, obviously, to use them, it would be nice for me, I think, to use these during the winter. On my channel, you can use them at other times, of course. I don't think that matters. So sometimes you may wish to consider working with this deck outside winter, including when you're feeling tired, seeking to reflect on a journey, embrace dark energies such as shadow work, build resilience, establish a restorative living journey, learn patience and trust in the divine. Okay, so then it says about reversals, combining tarot and oracle. So I guess you could maybe use some of the Seasons of the Witch oracles. Yeah, which she's put here. The most natural combination is with either Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle or Seasons of the Witch Imbol Oracle. Okay, so that's interesting, pairing those two together. I do have a deck in mind actually that I would pair with this. That is an oracle deck. I'll share that at the end with you, just due to the illustrations. Maybe you have some in mind as well. Let us know in the comments if you wish. So as they usually do, there are some card spreads, 1 card pull, 6 card reading, and it tells you again the meaning for each card. And then on to the Winter Tarot cards. So first, obviously, the Major Arcana. So yeah, we've got colour illustration, the number, and then you'll notice as we look at the deck, they've all got winter, the winter fall, the Winter Witch, for example. And then here there's a little, it's like a little tail, it would seem, and then divinatory meaning. So we'll pull a card at the end actually, so you can see in more detail what's in the book. But it all looks like it's the same. Then on to the Minor Arcana. So the wands and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's really a nice book. A really nice one to read, I would say. Yeah, here we go. So we've got about the author. Lorriane Anderson is a spiritual teacher and author who views the season signs, Sabbats and moon phases as key portals for personal growth, healing and deep understanding. And then Tijana is an illustrator based in the small medieval city of Ghent in Belgium. Bonus material: to access exclusive material from the author. For readers of Seasons of the Witch Winter Tarot, sign up at seasonsofthewitchoracles.com. And there, yeah, so there's the Oracle series, quite a few, it would seem, in that series. I've not actually used any of those decks myself, but they look quite lovely. As you can see, I've zoomed in, so hopefully you can see the cards clearly. The back of the cards have this beautiful design with the moon and candles, a very wintry theme there, as you can see. The cardstock is nice. It's plasticky feel, but it's not too thick, not too thin. It's kind of like the plastic you get for oracle cards, actually. And as per usual for Rockpool, they've got the wonderful gilded edges in blue to match the theme. That is always a lovely touch, I must say. So in terms of the card, as you can see, there's a small border, which I think is okay. It's not overpowering. The number at the top, and then the word, or the name of the card at the bottom. And you'll notice for the Major Arcana, they've added winter to the word. So the winter fall rather than the fall. The Winter Witch, which is obviously the magician. So they've got a witch rather than a magician. So I'm just going to sort of basically flick through the cards and let you take them in at your leisure. Let us know in the comments if you have a favourite at all. This one's got quite an autumnal feel to it, I think. This one's more wintry, Winter Witch. This is obviously the front cover image. Interesting that there are 3 High Priestess in this deck. And then we've got the Empress, the Emperor. So they've really got that wintry feel, haven't they? Like the bare trees, the snow out the window there. The winter chariot looks like geese flying. That's really wonderful, dreamy, fairy tale like. Strength with a polar bear, love that. The Hermit in the Woods, that's clever. The Winter Wheel. Winter Consequences, that's interesting for justice. You can see the scales there. The Winter Hanged Man hanging from a tree. So I really feel they've got the theme right. That sense of warmth, you know, hibernation, renewal. That's the vibe that I'm getting from it. The winter star, love it, like the guiding star there. New moon for the moon. And then midnight for the sun, that's interesting. They've got self-reflection for judgment. And then for the world, ascending to spring. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Because the world is about ending a chapter. So ending the winter theme, or the winter season rather, and entering spring. Beautiful. So now we've got the minor arcana, the wands. They're really like paintings, aren't they? Mini paintings, beautiful. The candles. I love that Christmas vibe in that card. And there we've got an angel. Lots of candles featuring in these cards. I've just noticed actually that, yeah, they've actually got a cat, so this is probably why. For wands, they've got a candle at the top, so there's no number at the top, there's just the symbol and then the number at the bottom. So that would make sense. Wow, that one's like Little Red Riding Hood. Love that one. And this is a bit like Hansel and Gretel, the house. So there is like a fairy tale theme, I feel, for these cards with the woods. Obviously those fairy tales feature the woods. It's beautiful with the tree there. Oh wow, we've got Father Christmas for the King of Wands, Master of Winter Wands. Beautiful. So now we've got the cups. Ace, 2. I'll just go a bit quicker now. You can always slow it down on the speed here on YouTube. I love that with the path forward. That's like a snake. Wow. Isn't that wonderful? It's like an angel. 10 of Cups, beautiful. So for the page, they've got Initiate of Winter Cups. The Knight is Apprentice, it would seem. The Queen is artisan of Winter Cups, and then the King is master. So they've changed some of the wording. So now we've got swords, and it seems this is lightning for the symbol, which we'll then see in the cards, as you can see here. Oh wow, that is wonderful. Showing like the hibernation there in the woods. I love the lighthouse there for dramatic effect. Ten of Swords, wow, and there's loads of lightning striking the body as it's rising, wow. That's quite effective, and the poppies there as well. So that's interesting, that one's lightning. And then the pentacles, they've got a pentacle as a symbol. So the ace, that's beautiful, very gentle vibe to that one. Again, a Christmas theme. There's a little robin on the window. Oh, it's so cute. The Five of Pentacles there, out in the cold. Love that one. Looks very traditional as an image. I think is that a cat? It's a bit like me and my cat in that image. Again, we've got the Christmas theme with the tree. Little bird there. So it's nice the way there's nature that features actually in these cards. I think there's a dog there. And the sort of homely feel that you obviously often have at Christmas. Yeah, sitting, reading by his bookcase. Beautiful. So what do you all think of the cards? I really do think they're wonderful. I love the wintry theme and the way it comes through in the images, the colours of the cards, using nature, trees, that homely vibe. I think that really works. So let's see how they shuffle. Yeah, really nice. Actually, they're not too slippery considering they're plastic. They can be a bit slippery, but they feel really nice actually. They're not too thin, so they're feel quite sturdy. So let's see if we get a card come out. Yep. And we got self-reflection, which is obviously the judgment card, number 20. And there's the reflection of the person. So let's see in the book what it says for this card. Okay, so it starts there. It was seen on the right side. Just going to check if you can see that. Okay everyone, so I've just zoomed in, so hopefully you can see the writing there. So it's a description of the image in the card. It says a maiden hovers above a frozen lake, her innate power lifting her up. She didn't always have the ability to float, or at least she didn't know that she did. It's been a long road of challenges, all urging her to accept herself for what she is, a witch. Finally, she reached this lake, saw her reflection, and for once couldn't deny who she was. The moment she accepted herself is the moment her power was awakened, and she evolved to what you see before you. So clearly showing us in the image someone who's reflected and awakened, which is what this card's all about. And then there's the divinatory meaning, and she actually says, she's renamed this card Self-Reflection. Judgment is the one card whose name has never felt right. It suggests someone else is determining your value, gifts and purpose, such as with the phrase Judgment Day, which is where the card gets its name, when really the card is about reflecting on your choices and understanding where your actions have led you. Yeah, it's very true. It's about self-reflection, isn't it, more than being judged. So I'd say that I agree with that. So there you go, everyone. I really hope you've enjoyed looking through the cards with me. Did you have a favourite card that stood out at all? Let us know in the comments if you wish, or do you think you might get the deck yourself if you like tarot decks? I'll certainly be featuring it on my channel again, so keep your eyes peeled. I personally love the wintry theme. You can use it out of the times of the year, I think. Just the way that, you know, it's got the trees, snow, nature. I love nature decks. As I said at the beginning about oracle decks, the one that I think you could pair with this one is actually another Rockpool deck, oracle deck that is, and it's called the Enchanted Earth Oracle. Now I actually did a review of that as well here on my channel. Check it out if you've got that deck and you want to pair it with a tarot deck. I would say that one would go as well. It's got quite similar images actually, and a lot of nature that features. So that's my opinion anyway. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this review and walkthrough, and I'll see you soon.